This program is not suitable for persons under the age of 15 as it consists of abusive language. Oh, very bad design. Anyway, today's another day, as always. I'd like to do a bit louder, but then people may get offended because normally I do it. Anyway, the ragey drivers and the audacity. Today's a good one. I'm driving along, minding my own, as we always do. And one thing we notice all and regularly is the cyclists. The cyclists are there always and everywhere. Hey, say that's the way it should go. No one complains about cyclists. Well, lo and behold, today's a good classic before another incident coming up. I'm going along, crossing, lights red, I hold back, cyclist, boom, shoots past me. A pedestrian, minding their own, walking past. As they're walking past, he nearly hits the cyclist nearly hits it. You know what? The front of the cyclist is saying, "Hey, what are you doing on this road?" I said, "Hang on." You're thinking, this is what we're thinking. And probably, and the person who really got it said, "What do you mean? The lights are red." "Yeah, how could you? Yeah, can't you see the lights are red? The bus is stopped." "No, I don't mean to stop. Where's the lights? After all, I've got two wheels. He's got an engine. He's only what way I'm going." You know, and that's what you get. And then after that incident, I thought, oh, there's going to be a fight here. There weren't. Cyclists wheels here, hat there. Next thing is I'm coming to the junction. I'm just about to serve a stop, mind. Lovely stop. Nice little island in the way. And what do I see? Darby and Jones and three blocks side on a bus lane. Screams and that, traffic going on the outer lane. So I can't even go on the outer lane to overtake them. Now I've got to serve this stop. Now, one asks, should I overtake them? Nah. Or should I just wait behind them? Now we want to overtake them, but then I'm thinking, now if I overtake them, if there's this gap coming in, I don't care for what would happen. You could just picture it. Overtake, cyclists, loft, Darby and Jones, and it's an island. Boom. I don't fancy the idea of basically arguing with a post. Besides, it might hurt. They're cyclists. They don't abide by rules. And then, well, cars. Oh, the mayhem that would cause. And then we go on. Now I'm just served to stop eventually. Another junction, famous junction. Motorcycles, boom. Whoa, nearly got hit by a car. I thought, yeah, oh, never mind. Cyclist, literally, ride it next minute, off the bike. And the cyclist is looking at me and says, what the fuck was that? What are you watching where you're going? I'm nowhere near the cyclist, and here's the cyclist tripping over. I think, well, do I have some of your drugs in your arm, or is it the alcohol? Tell me which. I'll have one or both. I could do with it. You just fell off your bus, and now you're blaming me. And he gave me the two fingers, the usual. And I thought, fuck you too. Bye, you idiot. Watch where you're going. And anyway. Then we come to the last point. The last point before I've got to go, because it's time for me to go shortly. To another we're driving on, I'm coming to a junction. Another famous junction. And what happens? A bloody car just shoots right across the lights. Just missed me by a gnat's whisker. And you know, the front of the person beeps his hooter, stops as I'm overtaking, and then beeps his hooter and pulls away and calls me all sorts of strange names. And I tell you, the smell from that was wrong. You could smell it in my cab with my window. She could be driving that thing. And you'd rather think, have you got a license? Hey, I don't got a license. Oh, God, I'm a driver. Oh, bollocks. But anyway, and then you get the passenger saying, yo, bud, you know, I nearly fell then. He says, you're not even up. Anyway, I have got complaining. You're not complaining. Is you come to the lights and all of a sudden one of the biggest big vehicles ambition leads to is you come to the lights, you've got all these little lights, little islands, big lights, side lights, and you've got a sea, literally a sea of cyclists. And you're looking at these cyclists and thinking, where the fuck did they all come from? And you're thinking, now if this was a plough, what fun would I have? Ploughing through them rather than snow. Cyclists, helmets here, frames here, conch goes a bleeding as you're going over a couple of cycles, and boom, up in the air and you see them flying all over the shop. What a wonderful thing that would be. And none of them cussing at us. The other one would be, you come to a traffic light, the classic is, amongst the idiotic drivers that are out there on today's roads, what, they lack brain cell? Anyway, the brain cell seems to be the lacking of most of society's people these days. Yep, without a doubt. You come to these lights, they're doing a bit of roadworks, it's only enough room for one large vehicle. Now, both of you are slowing down, and both of you have to stop because you both ain't going to get there. You're both there right close to the point. And you see, you're looking at him, he's looking at you. So it's literally, some of you find on an OK corral. You know, sort of the guns. The guns are our vehicles. And lo and behold, the lights are just about to change. Rev, both of us are revving, ready to go. Clenching our steering wheels, still staring at each other, evil-eyed. And next minute, they change. We're just ready to pull off. And all of a sudden, boom, what goes between us? Evil Knievel and his motorbike. And he waves his hand before he collides with the car in front. In triumph, passing a slower vehicle. I mean, slower vehicles. My God, the lights are going to go out soon. I don't believe this. Anytime these lights will conk out. But, quickly before I have to go off anyway, hopefully he'll give me the time, before I waste time. I've lost where I was now. Oh God, no! Oh yeah, that was it. Not a lot. And then you're driving along, and next minute, someone decides they want to come out of a junction. Oblivion to the fact there's a big vehicle coming along. And what happens? You just miss them by a gnat's whisker, and all they're doing is sticking their fingers up saying, I can't, and all this business. You're you bunch of fucking idiots. What the fuck? You got a brain? I doubt they've got that very much, but they still will proceed, and you just miss them, causing you to stop suddenly and passengers to go forward. What a day! Did them? Hey, anyway, but you come to these junctions and you got everybody trying to get to where you want to get. There's no guide to saying, nice driver, thank you very much. And then you get the ambulances, the emergency services. Today I nearly had 3 collisions. One after the other, one way or the other way. And you come to a tiny little junction, and there's nowhere you can go. You can't go that side, you can't go that side. You can't go on a pavement because there's low trees. They're up saying hi to the trees and saying, hey look, I'm a bus driving a new tree. Look at that, it grows lovely. So does the roof. Oh, it's now a tour bus. It's got no roof. And anyway, they lo and behold are beeping their routers, flashing their lights. I know they're on an emergency call. And they're looking at us as we're trying to manoeuvre so they can get safely through. That's all well and good, we do, and then you get some Joe idiot deciding he's going to go first. So he goes, and they need to hit you, and they need to hit them. And all the police do, or the ambulances, or whoever it was, shrug their shoulders and look to you as if you are the idiot. So, hey, you, why you stopped? You could have stopped and let us go through. We were on a call. But I'm a bus. I'm a big vehicle. I cannot go anywhere. But they don't seem to think that. And it's one of our biggest fears are the fire engine. It's a bad subject. I won't talk too much about that. But they just punch their way through anywhere they want when they're on calls. And they do 2 at a time. So not only are you manoeuvring for one vehicle, you're manoeuvring for 2 larger vehicles. And then just as you're ready to pull away, yep, a motorcyclist or a cyclist tries to cut you. And then finally we come to the favourite, the nice classic. You come into another favourite junction. Our favourite people, the cyclists. Bloody good drivers, bloody good cyclists. There's no such thing as a red light. A red light's green for them. Even their little filter lights, it may be red, but it's green for them. And they'll carry on. The classic being, though, before you get to that junction, you've only got a pavement and a gnat's whisker. An ant can't even get through. And what do? Try and get through that bloody gap. Or you see the classic. Suddenly your large vehicle grows 2 heads. One side, the other side. Peeking out. And then they will then try and manoeuvre along that gnat's whisker gap. And what do you see? Them falling over. Yep, I've seen that twice today. And then they'll look at us as if we're the blame. I mean, come on, you can't get through there. The bus ain't gonna go nowhere. The lights are red and the bus and cars are standing still. Why try and go through there? But they still do. It's as if suddenly they get on a bike and their brains just suddenly go into deep freeze or hibernation. I mean, why? Hell, I don't know. Give them sense and God knows the world would end. Anyway, I've got to go now. TTFN, I hope this works out well. And I dread to think what lovelies I've got before I finish. Before I have to go to a queue. An ambulance and a bus driver were in a race. Unfortunately, the ambulance won. The bus driver lost by default because he ran out of diesel. In our day's news, it was waiting. A person was found unwell on the bus. The driver acted upon it, and it took the ambulance services 2 to 3 days to find the big red bus. On finding the red bus and ill passenger, they had to race the passenger's fingernail to the hospital, as it was a fingernail that was broken. Also, in other news, eyewitnesses noticed that a air ambulance landed upon a bus. Both the air ambulance and the bus are okay. The only snag is no one can find both the air ambulance or the ambulance, as they have disappeared down a pothole. Or have they flown into yonder, was also another account of an eyewitness stating. That is all of today's news. Other than that, there's no other news about. Apart from the weather today is 9 fire engines, 6 ambulances and 22 buses sitting on each other's rear ends. Only one incident. Our favourite classics, another colleague of the same vocation, decides he just wants to pull out and nearly hits the side of the vehicle. I thought, what the hell? You got a brain? Come on. Anyway, I'm glad to see the day's done. And I'm glad to say, thank God it's all over. Until I have to go into the glorious queues. I mean the queues are the killers. They kill us all the time. I've still yet miles to go back. Once I go back, I can finally say, thank fuck for small little mercies until head on the queue. The queue is the one. I don't mind giving me extra that. Nice money. Love it. But anyway, enough of that. Because now it's time to say adieu, farewell. I know you didn't enjoy it. I know I didn't enjoy it the day. But anyhow, bye bye, tear trinkles, adieu, farewell. Till next time. If there is a next time, hey, I don't know. Maybe. Bye now. Night night. Oh, good riddance. Oh, go away. Get away with you.